Welcome to Real Sex Talk 101. I'm your humble host, Johnathan Blaqe. That's B-L-A-Q-E. Not B-L-A-C-K, but B-L-A-Q-E. Before we get started, I wanted to tell you to check out all of the previous issues of Real Sex Talk 101. If you want to get caught up, you can listen to those previous issues on this site. To check out all of the issues of Real Sex Talk 101. But yeah, check out all of the previous issues of Real Sex Talk 101. We got a lot of stuff going on there. Check out the previous 13. And welcome to issue number 14. Still season number 1 of Real Sex Talk 101. And tonight, whenever you're listening to this podcast, today we're talking about why men should not get married in their 20s. Not just get married. Men should not focus on relationships. Not relationships, but men should not focus on romantic relationships in their 20s or marriage. Why? Why shouldn't men focus? Why do you say that, JB? Why do you say that, Johnathan Blaqe? Why shouldn't men focus? Why shouldn't men not focus? Why shouldn't men get married or focus on relationships, romantic relationships in their 20s? And it's simple. Men need to be on their purpose. In your early 20s, all of your 20s, and probably the first half of your 30s, first 2 to 3 years of your 30s, probably up to 33. Just be focusing on your purpose. Focus on getting established. Focus on you. Focus on finding out what you like, what you don't like. Focus on your purpose. What it is you want out of life and how you get it. How to get it. Focus on what you want and how to get it. Women gonna always be there. Always. We know this because women outnumber men by big numbers. So the women, they gonna always be there. And then when you in your early 20s, the 20s, your options are not pretty much the options you probably want, because you haven't established yourself enough in life to open up those options for the woman that you want, the woman that you want to come in your life. Because in your early 20s, you're going to meet a bunch of women that's just going to distract you. I mean, nothing wrong with dating, but don't get serious. Date, let the cream of the crop rise to the top. Date, learn women. Learn how they think, learn how they operate, learn how they move. Learn women nature. See, that's what your 20s and the first beginning of your 30s is. You being on your grind, on your purpose. You getting your life together. You learning female nature. So when you get established, when you got everything you need, you got the house, you got the car, you got the career, you got the bank account, got everything lined up that you need. Your options for the woman that you really want, because you've been in dated, you've been in getting yourself established, working on your purpose, building. And you're doing a little dating here and there, learning women. First off, a woman should never be your main focus anyway. Even once you get established and you get everything, because you still got to work on your purpose always throughout your life. You don't work on your purpose, so your purpose has to be number one. Before women. After God, after you. So it's like God first, you second. Purpose number 3. And your woman falls somewhere 4 and 5. She could probably even fit in 3. But she's somewhere between 3 and 5. She's not number 1. She's somewhere between 3 and 5. She's not number 1. And see, I speak this from experience because I made the mistake. I made the mistake. Getting married too fast, too soon. I got married when I shouldn't even been focused on the relationship. I got married at age 23. No man should get married at the age 23, let alone anywhere in his 20s. That was a mistake I made. See, I was young. I didn't know any better. I was still learning life. I was still learning myself. Then I picked up another responsibility, because that's exactly what it is. A relationship, a marriage, is a responsibility and a job. It requires a lot. Therefore, when you're a man, actually I ain't a man, when you're a young male maturing into a man in your 20s, you shouldn't even be thinking about a committed relationship. You shouldn't be thinking about marriage. Now I know as men, you don't get horny. You have needs as men. I'm not saying don't foster those needs. Don't take care of those needs. Because date. You date. You want some sex? Go get you some sex. But as far as focusing on it, don't make that your number 1 focus. Don't make a committed relationship, a marriage, a woman, your focus in your 20s and the first part of your 30s. Because in your 20s, from your teens to the first part of your 30s, the options you want not even open to you yet. And you don't even realize it, because you still got growing and maturing to do. Because when you're on your purpose and you're doing your grind, working and building, being a man, when you get established, everything you need, you could find that woman. You can see out of the roster of women you dating, if you got a roster of women, which I hope you probably should, out of the roster of women you're dating, the cream of the crop, let the cream of the crop rise to the top. You maybe got 10 women in your roster. Let the top 3 rise to the top, and then let the top 1 rise from the top 3. See, I should have did it that way. See, I started off doing it that way. Then I met the one I thought was the one. But see, she wasn't the one. Which is another story for another podcast. We will get to that sooner or later. We get to that story. It's another story. But I did it all wrong. I got married at 23. Had a daughter coming into the world. So I got married at 23. I loved her. Was I ready for marriage? No, I was not. See, I thought I was in love. I loved it. And love. And I should have been purpose. Me. God, me, purpose. That's what it should have been. God, me, purpose. A committed relationship, a marriage. So you're not happy to been married. Thoughts. Shouldn't even been in my thoughts. See what that marriage did for me at 23. It slowed me down. Drastically slowed me down. Why did it slow me down? Because instead of being focused on my purpose, I did shit backwards. So I got married first instead of getting myself established first. Which is that thing they call now building together. We going 50-50, we building together, which is something you should never do. You live and you learn. Don't go 50-50 with a woman. Don't go 50-50 in a relationship. This 50-50 thing got everything all screwed up. Because when you go 50-50, later on down the line, it may not happen. It may not happen at first. It never happens at first. It always happens somewhere down the line. Somewhere down the line, that woman is gonna lose respect. Somewhere down the line, that woman is gonna lose respect for you. Because the whole thing is unbalanced. It's unbalanced because you have to focus on your marriage. If you got kids, you gotta focus on your kids. Then you're trying to focus on you and your purpose. You got a whole lot on your plate that you just very hard to do. That's why as a man in your 20s, especially your 20s. I'm gonna focus in on the 20s. We ain't even gonna start the early part of your 30s, but your 20s. Your 20s. You should be building your purpose. You should be on your purpose, on your purpose, on your purpose. On your grind. Focused on you. Focused on your purpose. Having fun. Learning life, getting life experiences under your belt. Learning women. And hell, building up your sex game. Building up your sex game. This don't sound, some people gonna be like, what the fuck, man? This don't sound kind of chauvinistic. This don't sound kind of piggish. This don't sound kind of bad. However, you should be getting your sex game resume under your belt. So when you do get that one, when you are established, when you got the car, you got the house, you got the career, you got the bank account. Nah, you working on the girl, not the girl, you're working on the woman and the family. What comes with that? You need to be able to sexually satisfy your woman. keep her engaged.